Okay, let's look at this question. We want to find the missing parts of the triangle given those three conditions. We know here what is missing. You are given one angle, you need another two angles, B and C. A is given, right? You need side C because side A and B are given. Okay. Now, to solve this kind of question, step one is always write out the law of sine. A over sine A equals little case b over sine capital case B equals side the length of side C over sine angle C. Now, that's step one. Write out the formula. Step two is mark the values. A, 22 degrees. So you leave it here. Side A, 35. Side B, 45. We then can find out sine B right away by cross multiplication. Okay, that's sine A times B divided by length A. That will be B is 45 times sine 22 degrees divided by 35. Okay. Now, here we have a calculator. So let me show you. So that will be 45 divided by 35 times sine 22 degrees. You hit enter, you have the answer. Okay, which is 0.48163 and something more. So you know this sine value. Then B comes out easily by doing sine inverse. When you do the sine inverse, you input those so many digits, you may not really input it correctly. Here, the way to do this is you may store this value into where? Into letter A. So you do alpha A. Hit enter. You get those all digits into letter A memory. Then you can do sine inverse. Okay. Then you do is recall this letter out. So you do second, recall, letter A. You hit enter, letter comes out. Those digits what's in A now shows up. You hit enter, you have 28 degrees for angle B. Remember, once you have this angle, you have another angle which choose this value as well, 0.8, this value as well. 28 degrees, if we use 180 minus that, you have a 151.207 degrees. You may do that. Here you see if you do 180, you get negative. But you know here is positive. 180 minus 28.7. Okay? And here I did opposite. 28 minus 180, we got negative. It's positive. So when you do the sine value, and if you input 151.207, you hit enter, you also get the same sine value, 0.481 something. Okay, because here is 207, no 625, so you do not get exactly the same value, but approximately this value 0.481 something is approximately equal this one. Anyway, now B has two possibilities. One, both goes with 22 degrees. So if it was 28.792, then 180 subtract those two angles, you get angle C. If it is 151.207, so you got 180 minus 22 minus 151.207. Okay, so you then have two angles. Let's consider the first case. Okay, if it is 129 degrees, then what's the sine value? Okay, so here again we have a 35, we have a sine 22. This value, if is 129 degrees, you have a different C. So we do is cross multiplication, 35 times sine C over sine A. So you then have a 35 times sine 129.208 degrees divided by sine 22 degrees. What you get will be this value. Okay. And similarly, if you do, C is A over sine A times sine C. If C is this much, you put right here, you'll get a different length of C, which is 11.051. Okay. Now, then if you go back to check the answer, which one is the one we need? We first, again, to have is the B was the first one comes out. That's 29 degrees here, or 151. So 29, 151. That's one of the possibility. Okay. And then C, 129, 6. So you see, rounded up here, 7 rounded up, 7. Okay. Then you then have a 72 from here, and here is 11. So this would be our correct choice. All right. Okay. I'll see you next time.